What's up guys, Poke here from Castle Clash, and today we're gonna do the video. It's the video. Yes, Poke. The video? The video. It's the video. The top 15 of 2018. Yes, not we did December, but this year has been a great year. I hope you're having a great holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating, and can't wait for the New Year's and all the good stuff. But top 15 of the year is here. So many game-changing heroes. This is the main purpose of this video, guys. The main purpose, okay, is gonna be for those. I don't know when the free-to-play is gonna be able to get the dragons. Maybe there's gonna be some free-to-plays that are able to obtain Lavonica through pirate booty and this and that, and so take it with a grain of salt, okay? So it's gonna be mostly I guess the casual play to play, that just started playing, growing account, this and that, what have you, and have, let's say, 35 heroes in the altar and don't know what to do with them. So they're like, oh my god, who should I work on? There's so many heroes, so many legendaries. Everybody looks good. Like, who should I work on first, and this and that? So it can be a little bit confusing, but now we have this list. We're gonna break it down. This is to simplify a little bit. I'm not gonna break it down. Number 15 is this guy, number 14, number 13. No, we're just gonna put it in the top 15, and then we can break it down in the comment section if need be, if there's any like, oh, should I do this one first or that one first? And we're doing 15 because the most like Lost Battlefield, you can do 15 heroes, but the rest is less than 15. 9 for Labyrinth, and then 6 for raiding, 6 for dungeons, or sometimes even 5 for whatever, what have you. But I'll try to explain to you as much as I can, starting from a utility that heals. That's right, utility that heals, Poke, utility that heals. The first one, of course, you know who that is. The Walla Walla. Walla Walla heals, and Walla Walla provides a lot of utility. Walla Walla is immune to silence, calamity. Walla Walla also removes your calamity, removes your heroes when they're being silenced and stuff. And so basically heals, removes, and buffs your heroes, right? And then debuffs other heroes, their moving speed, their healing effects, stuff like that. All the good stuff. This is very OP. Utility hero that heals. The other one that kind of does less heal, but very OP utility as well, is gonna be the one and only Serena. Serena revives. So basically, Serena will boost one hero. It will give him like a War God 9, War God 8. I'm sorry, and then also will heal one hero to 600% Serena's attack and this and that. Snipe, no big deal. But Serena revives. Very important utility. Very special hero right here. So those two, utility that heals. And then we have these two. These are utility, but utility slash DPS. And one of them might be just straight up DPS. It's a monster DPS. That's gonna be Boogeyman. You know Boogeyman. Boogeyman will just snipe, will just hit so hard without any consequences, because he can't take any more than 5,000 reflected damage per hit. This is a monster in PvP. Very hard-hitting sniper if there are no troops, keep in mind. And then you have the Dove Keeper that debuffs. Where's Dove Keeper? Dove Keeper. The other damage dealer that debuffs and has a damage cap. So this is a special utility, but mainly used for DPS right here. And I don't know what else not to like. Just hits hard debuff, hits hard debuff, hits hard debuff. That's what she does. She hits hard. She one-shots everything. Okay. And you know, the damage era is coming back. And the last one, but not the least, of course, this is not necessarily free to play. Hopefully one day free to play will be able to obtain it a little bit more easier through certain events and stuff. But this is the Lavonica. Lavonica is one of the... You can use Lavonica for DPS. You can use Lavonica for utility. This is kind of like a bridge. Lavonica is almost... You can use it every single... Like almost every different talent if you want. Because Lavonica debuffs, Lavonica petrifies, which not many heroes immune to petrify. and all the other good stuff too, with the keeps hitting and debuffing, hitting, debuffing faster than what's her name, Dovekeeper. So that's that. So we're done with this category, and now we're moving on to utility. I'll try to go into a little bit more detail if they are very important in certain details, but if not, I'm going to go through it a little faster. Now the first one is going to be Anubis. That's going to be your utility hero, because Anubis, man, if you get Anubis, work on Anubis, because you're going to blow through dungeons. Dungeons is very important. Dungeons is going to be using in PvP. It's going to be PvE, like heavy monster, all this and that, because of the ability of debuffing, really damaging a lot of heroes and troops at once and stuff. And this hero is also immune to Calamity when he's on proc, and he revives 3 times. So that's Anubis right there. Asura is another one, a utility hero that can be super tanky and very useful, because Asura will reduce energy over and over and over and over and over. Immune to stun and fear, deflects 50% incoming damage. Oof, I don't know. Poke approved. Yes, Poke approved. He has deflect built in. Come on, of course I'm gonna like him. And once he procs, he just keeps procking. Gunslinger. A lot of people forgot about Gunslinger already. Oh my god, I roll a Gunslinger. Is she any good? Yeah, hell yeah. She's really good, because she spawns choppers over and over and over. She was the #1 DPS. I don't know if she's still #1 in DPS, like in a lot of game modes, in like Lava, and she can definitely help you in earlier Here Be Monsters, earlier. She'll help you blow through Here Be Monster, basically. Team Dungeon, Team HBM, she can still be used. It's because of her special War Flyer that is invisible, elusive, has level 5 scatter, and PvP, yeah, Lost Battlefield. In my team, Poke approved, yup. So the next one is gonna be Skeletica. Skeletica is kind of special, but not as special in my particular altar, but definitely special in a lot of people who plays PvE. Very useful in PvE. The fixed damage, the remove buffs. Remove buffs is splash too, so it's like no matter what. And also can remove massive amount of like enemies, or like a group of heroes, a clump of something, or buildings or what have you. It's a splash, and this dragon's pretty tanky, so it's cool. The next one is gonna be the one and only Mahatma. Mahatma is, yes, she is a very nice show to look at, but then yeah, I have Zerg. I don't think Zerg is the best talent, but I do like to see her on Zerg, because she's just, it's like, she went so fast, dude. It's a show. It's a show. Trust me. I mean, I'll post more Lost Battlefield video just to show. And she's like the Phantom King 2.0, removing 20 energy from enemy target in its path. So basically, if she shoots the right kind of like projectile, where she hits everything, and everything energy get reduced and whatever. I mean, it's and it's just nuts. It just keeps going and going and going and going, and she's tanky too. And I don't even know how to explain it. You have to see it to believe it. This is a fun hero to have, fun hero to use in different game modes. And of course, one of the older heroes, a lot of people may not agree with me, but this is gonna be Little Nick. Little Nick, where you at, Little Nick? It's so old I have to find it. I have to scroll through. Little Nick has still a special skill that not many has, and it's gonna help a lot of earlier growing account kind of like go far in certain HBM, or maybe in PvP, in Lost Battlefield, in the offensive. This whatchamacallit, the Frostbite talent will always proc first on the offense in Lost Battlefield, in like 6 versus 6 PvP. And some PvE, he can really hit hard too, because he will increase own attack and crit by 90% once his proc is on. So that thing can drop for a lot. I mean, I'll probably show you in one of these videos. But that's Little Nick. Can't forget about Little Nick special. And Rascal is the next one. only because Rascal has a special skill. Not only Rascal is very different, has like it's 3 heroes in one. One kind of like helps shield, make deflect. One helps buff the captain's damage, but the captain inflicts petrify, something so precious that you're not immune to yet. Right, we're moving on to the next one. Is gonna be one used to be one of my favorite buffer. I mean, one of many buffer that tanks, that deflects 75% damage and increase. Basically, the buff is increase attack and increase speed. 8 allies hero by 68%. Too bad it has a cooldown and also summons an Archangel, so it's pretty cool. Archangel does a lot of damage, but the most fun part is that this buffer is tanky. So you want to get rid of this buffer. It's kind of like, oh, get rid of the buffer. No, buffer is super tanky. And moving on to the precious hero skill. Another one that has that is gonna be the Sasquatch, because Sasquatch will freeze and freeze and freeze and freeze, and nobody is immune to freeze yet. There you go. Yeah, the Sasquatch, and Sas is super tanky as well because he heals when he gets attacked. And last but not the least, of course, the game-changing, the refreshing, brand new hero, Lazulix, which is, I think, is gonna be the ultimate utility hero that's gonna change the game a little bit. That's gonna balance the game a little bit. That's gonna give a lot of casual or even the free-to-play fighting chance against a Lavonica team, because once Lazulix procs, everything stops. Time stops. Now your teammates, the other 5 heroes or the other 4 heroes or the other 8 heroes in Labyrinth can do their work and do the DPS on the enemy heroes. So that's 15. But we can't forget about the special hero that we always mention every month. We cannot forget about this hero, because this hero, without this hero, you can't go through dungeons. You can't go through Team HBM. You can't farm Lava 3, because in order to farm Lava 4, you gotta, yeah, Lava 4 too. You can't farm Infernal Summit 1. You can't farm all this crazy stuff. Let me change the music real quick. Alright, well, Pumpkin Duke, of course, I'm gonna have to mention it every single month. This is the special, not even top 15. It's categorized in a special place only for Pumpkin Duke. And now, honorable mention before we end the video is gonna be the Storm Eater. The only reason why Storm Eater didn't make it to the list is because Storm Eater is a stunner. Stunner, that's right. Damage dealing department is pretty huge, but he's stuns. Stuns is kind of like a lot of heroes are immune to stun, and his damage is damage. He can still kind of like snipe himself. Athene is the other one. Athene is kind of like a halfway, almost really good buffer, but she only adds energy, like 55 energy, and then yeah, she's immune to silence and calamity, but she's got a good DPS too, but there's no other kind of like oomph or something, and she's kind of squishy in my opinion. We have Ronin. Ronin is a special honorable mention because Ronin is still widely used in maybe the mid-range to do Ronin bombing and stuff like that, so it's definitely a huge help to a lot of accounts. And then if you don't have the OP healer Walla Walla, this is also honorable mention. Golem is definitely one of the best healers for a long time. He'll provide a shield for your team as well when he procs. And also the energy management hero Rockno. You can't forget about him because he is super OP as well. But his friends like Sasquatch and stuff do a lot more utility compared to him, in my opinion. Now also the other one that is kind of like a wild card, begging to be in the top 15, but no, only because she has a blind, which is kind of like, you can't block the blind. You can't really, it's a really cool skill, but squishy. I mean, this dragon hits so hard but the survivability is not there. So it's very niche in my opinion. And also, last but not the least, this is if you, especially if you don't have an Anubis yet, Esperita is definitely a good replacement for Anubis, because Esperita does pretty much the same thing Anubis does in terms of hitting a lot of heroes at once and just DPSing them down. So she's actually pretty good for dungeons if you don't have Anubis. So that's that. Let me know in the comment section. And that's for 2018. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on. Before I end the video, let's mess around with these heroes real quick. I put them in line already, and we're getting ready for the expedition right here. And we're just gonna rate a couple and see if I forget anything before I forget anything, because I initially made this video already a couple times, and then once during a live stream. Ooh, where's everybody at? And I forgot to do honorable mention, and I forgot to mention Pumpkin Duke, so I had to redo the video, right? But I think I didn't forget anything this time, so this video is about to go live. I'm gonna drop who first? Wait a minute, real quick. Let's tank with you, and then put a freezer, double freezer, and put a buffer. Put yeah. Where's Mahatma? Let's put Mahatma over here. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, last one. I don't know how long this video has been going already, but it's okay. Last one. I'm just gonna drop a double freezer and then snipe. Oh, there's troops. I didn't see the troops. Should have dropped Anubis first. It's okay. Let's drop Anubis and then drop little Nick. Boom! 49%. And thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for the support. And this list is definitely Poke approved. Hopefully you love it. And Poke out.